Hello, my fellow hunters. So a couple of weeks ago, I did quite a monstrous greatsword hit. Oh, yes. But, you see, the thing is...
Now pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
And indeed, today I am going to annihilate that hit and come up with a number so gloriously high, you will be like, well, yeah, that's pretty high, that's cool. So let's do this thing.
Hey you, have you been hunting all day and worked up a hunger? Do you need satisfaction in your belly? Do you need...
No food commercial would go, do you need satisfaction in your belly? Well, that's okay, because here you can eat 6 orange meats at once. So what this lets us do is get feline heroics, and this is a core change this time around. It gives you a bigger attack boost than regular armor skill heroics, and it doesn't stack, meaning you should just use this one because more damage, and you free up loads of skill real estate to get, well, even more damage. And of course you still get the attack up L from eating, so this is beautiful. Should I use that? Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Let's look at the armor set. Revealing our armor set then, reveal, I'm gonna move on. You will notice some immediate changes, because we no longer have to cram in heroics, we've got more room to play. Barrow Shredder 3, why did I say it like that? Barrow Shredder 3 is the greatsword for the job. It's the best one for a single big hit. Triple attack augment and elementalist give it the highest raw to work with by a fair margin, even outdoing Val and White Sharpness, despite sharpness interacting very well with buffs. Ergo, White Sharpness is a 1.32 modifier, I think, so you would expect it is sword times 1.32 plus buffs, but it is sword plus buffs times 1.32, but even in that situation, Barrow Shredder comes out ahead. As for the rest of the set, it's very simple. We managed to cram attack boost 7 in there, we got critical boost 3, which means 140% crits, which is obviously huge for this, the fortify as we need for the 20%, and the weakness exploit is here for a reason, and you will see why when we get to the hunt. So in order to wrap this up, let's go over the buffs that we used last time real quickly. Power, Talent, Charm, and that's just a given. Might see Demon Powder, then we got the Mega Drug of Demon Form, and then we're gonna go and fortify a little bit for a much stronger hit. Of course, the Might Pills coming at you as well, and please don't close the video, because I swear that was my last line. At least until next time. Oh! Why do I do this to myself? Get it though? Wrap up. So to wrap up, and then there was a I'm gonna lie awake thinking about that one. So what else are we working with? Well, I managed to find a dude bro, an actual real hunting horn user. I travelled far and wide, crossed blistering deserts, scorching winds, and wait, this is just Shrek. We're also going to be using my cat's horn, because their Choral Orchestra attack buff is 15% extra bump, which is freaking ridiculously huge. We're also going to use the Evasion Mantle, which gives you a huge attack buff after dodging an attack. The thing is, it lasts for 20 seconds, which means I have 20 seconds from attack dodge to hit sleep monster, which is cutting it close to say the least. And no, you cannot trigger this on your own barrel bombs. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a moron, but I've tried literally like 100 times, and I just can't do it. So we're using Kula Yaku, sadly, because I think he's awesome, and this hit is not enough to just kill him. It's enough to wipe out his fucking species, because he takes 85% damage to the head. B-52 takes 80%, so we're getting a little bit of a bump there. So, spawn in the quest, grab ourselves the throwing knives from the supply box, and craft them into sleep knives. It very much enables this to work by having an on-demand sleep. We then kill myself twice, so I get Fortify, then eat for attack up large, get Feline Heroics, go and injure myself to a slither of health in order to trigger it. Then it's time to follow Kuliyaku round the map like a creepily obsessed fan that's too shy to approach, but making it very obvious that they want to. This is because every minute and a half or so, you can ask your Palico to give you a random Coral Cheer Horn buff. The one we want, of course, is attack, but there is like 7 to choose from, so the RNG in waiting is pretty high here. One of the buffs is a heal, so you have to go re-trigger Feline Heroics, so it takes a while between attempts. As soon as he gives you attack, you have a minute to trigger a lot of things. You throw on Demon Powder, the Might Seed, and the Demon Drug. The Hunting Horn user gives you Excel, and then throws a Sleep Knife at Cooler to get him angry. You put on the Evasion Mantle, dodge an attack, and then 20 seconds now, Affinity Booster down, Might Pill consumed, line yourself up with the Sleep Hit, and let loose. It's a lot to happen, it's a very short amount of time to happen, and a lot can go wrong. It was like hours and hours between attempts. But this is why I wanted the weakness exploit on the set, so that when it did happen, when the stars did align, I didn't get let down by a crit. However, what I didn't allow for is Cooler's head being in the fucking ground through tears. I still went ahead and tried to do this hit. And while the Vespoid provided a little bit of relief as it tried to get down Mr. President him, after 4 hours of trying to line this up, I can only describe my reaction to this along the lines of something similar. I can't really remember. But eventually we did it again, and with everything combined, I present to you the new greatest great sword hit. Hold on to your fucking seats. So there you have it, everyone. 3,158. I have scoured and searched and looked everywhere, and I cannot find a single shred of someone as of yet getting higher than this. So very likely this might be the current record for the hit, which even if it's not, I'm so proud of pulling this off. It is crazy high. And the thing is, it's possible to beat it. Because if you get rid of the weakness exploit, if you shuffle the set a little bit, you can throw in some agitator, which gives you a little bit more attack when a monster's enraged. So if you do everything that I did, including those tight timings, RNG, stars aligning, and by the way, Feline Heroics isn't guaranteed, because you have to use 6 orange meat to do it. You only have a tiny chance, because normally only 1 or 2 is fresh to activate it, so like 40 minutes of just constantly restarting the quest, hoping to even have heroics, which you can only test after killing yourself twice, which takes even more. It takes so long to set up, is what I'm saying. I'm happy I did it, but goddamn. So imagine all of that then, when I say that on top of everything, you can aggro the Rathalos on the map, have him come down near the sleeping Cooler while doing everything else, get him angry so that Agitator can trigger as you do the hit. That might be a step far, even for me, at least for now. One day, and you never know, a better method for doing this might very well be discovered as I research more into my lovely weapon, but I am pretty happy in proclaiming, oh, beat that, someone. I'm probably going to regret that instantly. This is the internet, but still, hope you enjoyed this. Please share it around. I mean, come on, 3,158. Obviously, only if you did, well, have fun with the video. Like if you did, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Happy hunting and a goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video float.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kind of relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.